if you're Gen G. Map 2.
Some early pressure here from Gen G. You have one guy, that's going to be Havoc behind the tree. We know how that position is. You typically only get one and then you're stuck. Mox, he gets traded by Den, so 4 versus 4, but look at Nagafin working up that flank. But this might be perfect for Reciprocity. They're just going to go right through the middle towards Ice Cream. But Nagafin's here, and I don't know if they're going to expect him to be in this position. He can just look down the street and see the bomb planter, but that's not going to happen right now. He's just playing his life.
And you're going to have a late flank for that number 4 on the map, Dins as well. Once he opts to get into the action. 3 versus 3, nice shots from Major Maniac, gives them the edge. On Alex and Dinge now on the Reciprocity side to get this clutch. Alex is getting pushed. Alex wins his one-on-one. Dinge in with the help. 1 versus 1. 24 seconds on the clock. Dinge. Havoc.
Havoc's pushing him. Havoc's pushing him. He just gets around the corner, and now Havoc knows he has to make a decision. Am I going to try to defuse this bomb? Am I going to try to get the kill? But Den spots him, plays his 1v1 perfectly. Dens and Alex clutch up for Reciprocity.
Ooh, I'll tell you what. Havoc has anything but a SOG in his hand there. He might be able to catch that kill before he gets away.
Yeah, and that one-on-one that Alex was able to win around that pillar, that was the difference maker, because that buys time for Dens to get into 18, trade that kill as Major Maniac comes flying in.
The best play for Major Maniac as he peeks outside of yellow and takes 2 with him. But unfortunately for Gen G, not quite enough to get the round win, as Reciprocity will strike first. Nice play from Dens to get out of harm's way and make sure they secure that round. Gen G, their turn on the offensive end. Looks like Dylan wants to get very aggressive. I thought he was just going to fly, but gets information that they're going to be coming. So Dylan able to back with his life. Wuskin might get caught. That's a fantastic nade in for Major Maniac. Major Maniac and Envoy. The openings and the edge. 4 versus 3 for Gen G. Zed's going to get smoked in Ice Cream as well. Massive advantage to Gen G. But can Alex bring it back? It's Alex and Dids again.
Yeah, Alex gets some bad timing there. Now a 1v3. Envoy with the SOG. He's going to win that one most of the time. But yeah, I think the nade was huge onto Dylan, because Wuskin is playing that position behind the truck and knowing he's going to get 1 kill. They're just going to fly at him around those corners. If Dylan can watch one side with them, maybe they have a chance to really flip that round. But the nade just cuts him off.
Yeah, I just think it looked like they just tried to play it aggressively. Like a lot of times from that site, you'll see like 1 spotter, but they try to play it aggressive behind Dylan. As soon as he goes to sprint out, he sees there's 3 or 4 coming, and they get caught. But yeah, the nade, as you said, huge. Envoy, I think, ends up with 3 in that round.
They're gonna have their attacks.
1-1. Right to A goes Reciprocity again. Last time they had to wrap it out. That looks to be the play call yet again.
Try and catch Nagafin. Wuskin's going to spot him. Naga's just going to run away, play his life, play the 5 versus 5. Similar to Nagafin, what we saw on the offense was Den sort of playing on an island, watching the push through towards A. So both players doing similar things, just in opposite positions. Dylan, though, able to find the first blood. Envoy with the cluster. I thought he was going to put it on the bomb, decides not to. Trades going down back and forth, but Wuskin, the difference maker, as he's able to find 2 kills.
Havoc and Mox, 2 versus 4. Havoc, I thought he was about to get caught when we were over to Zed's POV, but Havoc somehow comes out of it. But Din's fantastic shots from mid-map to take that and put Havoc by himself in a 1 versus 3. They're still gonna get bomb planted though.
Yeah, they haven't planted yet.
Can he catch it timing? He gets it, can he get away? Not able to slide across. Wuskin with 3 in the round in a big one there to make sure Havoc couldn't make it more interesting.
Right, it's always so tough because yes, you have Dens who's watching top middle. He can watch the ice cream push, but for Wuskin, they're afraid to plant this bomb because he can come back alley, he can go top window. There's all these opportunities where he can kill the bomb planter and maybe get away with his life, and almost does it.
I think that POV at the end showed it perfectly. Like how many different spots you've got to worry about with that bomb. Waskin, who I think coming into this, like he has not had the best weekend from a statistics standpoint. I think it was around a 0.8, yeah, something like that. His time to shine maybe on Sunday. Cluster out from Zed. Does some damage, but Flak Jacket on the other end will keep him up. It's Mox with the first blood though. Advantage Gen.G. Can Dylan and Zed get aggressive together? They're gonna push out Zed, so the pressure's gonna fall to Dylan. He's got Alex watching him in the back with that ICR. Havoc's gonna get right across and just go for the bomb plant. They know they have the numbers.
They just go, they try to catch the bomb planter. Dylan almost finds a second. All on the Wuskin now, the numbers too strong for Gen.G. But yeah, I mean, Reciprocity is just playing that stack inside of showers around the mirrors area. You're hoping Zed and Alex can combo, you know, the cluster, or when they're pushing on into a couple of kills with an ICR wall bang or whatever it may be to change the tide, but not able to do so.
You always mentioned how important that spot is kind of between the mirrors. Once they slid in and got control of that, it felt like it was just too much for Reciprocity to deal with. Bit of a different offensive look from Reciprocity. This time is, I mean, it's been what, all A pressure and then rotations out. Now they're going right up mid.
Yeah, and we've seen this. You're trying to catch the player inside of Ice Cream. They're able to do so. It is a trade. Envoy
he gets a kill.
Finds his one. Yep, does his job.
Nagafin had the incredibly slow start in map 1, but turned things up magnificently. May need to do the same here as he's at 0-4, but that'll be a bomb plant now for Reciprocity. A one-on-one on the other end. Havoc's able to take that. So numbers to Gen.G, but Havoc's still a bit of a march to get into the action. That number 5 is going to be Dylan. It's going to pick it up. He's going to get caught. Havoc's the one making the play. 4-2 for Gen.G. But this is still winnable if you're Reciprocity, just because the time on the clock and the fact you have an ICR set up in the back. And then Alex wants to get bind for 2, but he can't take down Major Maniac. The 2 kills come in. Gen.G with back-to-back rounds as they now take over in this search and destroy.
Yeah, it's an interesting play call. Obviously on offense, Denz has been playing that island role so well, but I feel like when you get the bomb planted in a 4 versus 4 and it's safe, because you have an extra ICR, I think you can just back up and play it from the 18, right? Even if you have a third guy there with you, Havoc, it's so hard for him to push that flank, and then Dylan tries to reflank. So what Dylan's thinking as he pushes top middle is, okay, Havoc's gonna back up to Ice Cream. They're gonna try to push us out. I'm gonna try to find an opening.
And who have you and I complimented so much with these type of reads in search recently? It's been Havoc. Yeah. I mean, just the times we've seen him by himself playing that island role, the fact that he's able to take those one-on-ones consistently, hell, the fact he gets 2 there is just incredible. But the kid's got a mind for search and destroy, and we've seen it over the years. No defensive presence at B right now for Reciprocity, so it's a wide open bomb site for Gen.G to get to. Envoy's just backing it up towards their spawn, likely gonna have a one-on-one with Dylan momentarily.
Yeah, and that could be the difference maker in this round. But the problem is because Dylan doesn't catch him off guard, he's gonna spot all the information. He's in a tough spot, gets taken down. They just play numbers. Now, how do you retake this? If you're Reciprocity, it's so hard to push this 18 area.
You've already got 15 seconds off the clock. Havoc jumps right in between a mess of players. Damage into 2, but doesn't finish either, so it'll be a 4 versus 4. But the clock, the issue right now. Then Envoy with the reflank. 2 in front of him. Laser beams for Envoy, now 2 versus 2. 12 seconds on the clock. Envoy gonna be the last man up.
I don't think they can get on it.
Not gonna get on it in time.
No, too late.
Hops on it a little too late. We'll hop right off of it. Envoy's 2. The key difference in that round is he pushes out to, what was it, 10 and 3 from Envoy?
Yeah, remember who we were talking about as well for Reciprocity last night? It was Zed, and I think in this round, he does find a kill, but he only has 1 going into this round. So a key playmaker for them, and maybe the reason is because he's always around that showers area time and time again, but really most of the action has been on this street. It's so tough for him to make plays with that cluster in the saw.
Yeah, it's just one long lane.
Yeah, right? What are you supposed to do?
Especially when you're trying to retake and... So Zed needs to step it up on the other end. Nagafin's been the guy with the slow start for Gen G.
Right, and that's really been the story, right? That's why when the substitution came in for Spacely, we got it, because in these moments at times.
But when did he step it up last night? Map 5 with that huge 1v2. Here goes Reciprocity, but look at mid-map. Look at mid-map. There's 3 players pushing all the way through from Gen G. Waskin is going to be flanking that side. Does he find an easy pick? He is going to find it. The first blood to Reciprocity. Over to Envoy. One with him before he drops. Now, quickly, a 3 versus 3. And you're pretty spread if you're Gen G. You've got Havoc at mid-map and 2 towards back tree and garden. They're going to isolate Mox. You got to love that push out. You pick a side, you go. That's exactly what they do. They flood it in. Havoc now in a tough spot in a 1 versus 2. The Pika challenge. They almost line up. He's able to heal now with 25 seconds. Can Havoc pull off the 1 versus 3?
He knows Zed has to check the bomb defuse.
He read it. He read it, but he gets gunned. Zed smokes him. The perfect read from Havoc, but he can't take the gunfight.
Got a little scary there for Reciprocity. As you said, they almost line up for him. But yes, the quick decisions from Reciprocity. They know that Havoc is on the flank, so they push the 3 versus 2 out. They're able to catch Nagafin and Mox watching their side.
I thought Havoc had that one, but he read it perfectly. Still round advantage to Gen G. Nice stun on Alex. He's got no tack, so he's out of the game for 10 seconds. That'll allow Gen G to push up and get a bomb plant in. Havoc spots the entire world in front of him, calls out to his teammates, and Envoy able to get that first blood. 2 down now for Reciprocity. Getting picked apart. Dylan will be traded. Havoc makes the play yet again. A nice wall bang from Dens, but now it's Waskin alone in a 1 versus 2. And Envoy
again.
He's had what feels like 3 rounds now where he's come up with 3 kills at least.
It just comes down to that first blood time and time again, and we saw Havoc playing in between those mirrors near that area, and it's just so tough for the defensive team to push on up if you don't have control. The heal comes in and he pushes it. He knows Waskin has the pistol.
And I remember they, I think it was in the Pro League crossplay where Reciprocity struggled here a bit, and I talked to Waskin afterwards, and he was really frustrated because our communication was so poor. He's like, I'd be calling to go in first with the pistol because I'm the bait. Players wouldn't be listening to me. Like, he was really pissed off about this particular map. You seeing some issues like that right now for Reciprocity?
I mean, you would like for him to be the one in, but maybe they see something. Waskin, though, also got drilled down. We saw that when we hopped onto a player with the ICR inside a shower, so he probably has to reheal. They don't want to take too much time. They're rotating back to A now. Mox is just playing for information. He's going to spot that, and, well, he's out.
What a map from Envoy. 14 and 4. Can he get any more as they look to close this out? He's got War Machine and Search and Destroy, which isn't all that frequent. His teammate drops in front of him. He's tagged up, but still up, and he makes the call. Wants to go for the War Machine, and they're all in front of him. 3 are gonna drop. 1 more in the corner. That's the direct hit, and Waskin left alone. Envoy 16 and 4, quadruple positive on a 5 spree as Havoc knocks the lights out, and Gen G go up 2-0.
And we've talked about that even as casters, how just because the way S&D has changed, we're not always on top of specialists, and it felt like Reciprocity there. You have to realize when a player is going to have the War Machine or could have it within a round. They don't have flak on. It kills a couple of people. It changes the tide of that round.
Envoy with a super